So he spoke from the depths of heaven. He said, men ought always to pray and not to faint. This is how we shape the systems of the world.
Listen, I want to lift a prayer point. There is something greater than intervention. Most of us depend on intervention. That's why most times we struggle. That's why most times we're under pressure. So when the man's child wants to deliver, the wife wants to deliver, that's when the summons all the intercessors. Bishop David Oyedepo's wife was struck, and in that period of 9 months he went to 27 nations. We don't get pressured because we know the forces working for us are many. Gehazi was troubled, and Elisha said, calm down, there is more on our side. And when he couldn't relax, he said, Lord, open his eyes, and he saw chariots of fire on the mountain top. I want you to pray now. Lord, give me the capacity to engage the covenant. There are men who don't know difficult seasons because they are men of the covenant, and the covenant is one of the platforms of mercy. Maria Fekazina Ambrosa Paliana Ambroski Petene Ambroski Avantana. You are mighty, oh. In the name of Jesus. What I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be fervent with the exercise of the Spirit that you are committed to. Some of you have kept your vessels pure, and they make you look like it's a disadvantage. So certain ladies are disflowered because of marriage, and then their weapon, they didn't know that stepping into marriage as virgins is going to be the weapon that will provoke preservation in the family. So they give up their weapon to get married, and the moment they get married, they can't surmount the challenges of marriage, because that walk with God, that walk of purity was a weapon. They violated it. There are certain men that God troubles to keep giving. They didn't know that their giving was not give, it shall be given unto you. That their giving was a platform of assurance in God perpetually. Certain men, God troubles them to fast and pray. They didn't know that their prayer was part of the incense rising to heaven. The Bible said the prayers of the saints, they are stored up in golden vials. Their prayer is not, God, I need a car, I need a job. Their prayer is the reason why there will be revival in Jos. And they are part of the spiritual quorum that God is looking for. So for such men, their prayer is actually the secret of their preservation. Simeon, the Bible said, will not die.
So he spoke from the depths of heaven. He said, men ought always to pray and not to faint. This is how we shape the systems of